Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Renisha and I'm the creator of Intent Accents, which is my online store where I sell my very own handcrafted home accent pieces, many of which are actually multifunctional. So you definitely want to check out my Facebook and Instagram pages so you can see exactly what I mean by that. And then as of this Friday, you'll even be able to go to my website, intentaccents.com, to see those products that I'm gonna tell you about in this video. I'm gonna start this video by just giving you a rundown of the company Intent Accents and basically how this YouTube channel is gonna be so great for additional details about any products that you see that you think you may be interested in. And then towards the end of this video, I'm gonna get to the fun part and show you 5 of the products that will be available this Friday. I think I'm gonna start the website with 10 items, so there will definitely be a part 2, but this is just gonna be the first 5. I just didn't wanna make the video too long, so not gonna hold you up any longer. Let's get started. I'm excited, so let's go. So what is Intent Accents? I'm gonna tell you. So I love making things that are beautiful, but also have some type of function beyond just hanging on the wall being pretty. Beautiful wall art is great, but to me, it just adds way more value when this piece can hang on the wall, but it can also function in this other way. And so that is the general concept with the majority of the pieces at Intent Accents. Not every piece, but the majority of the pieces that will be on the site as of this Friday and the items that are to come. So that's why Intent Accents, these are items that were designed intentionally to serve the purpose of function, but also beauty. So a two in one. The way this YouTube channel is going to be a huge benefit to you is because I'm going to be able to talk to you about the details that may not be obvious through the photos. I try to take the best photos I can, but there's some things that photos just cannot explain. So I'll be able to give you the details on what the colors actually look like in person. I can explain to you suggested uses and things that you probably should or shouldn't do with the item, how to handle it with care. I'll also be able to explain to you the functionality of it. Sometimes pictures aren't enough to really explain how these things are multifunctional. So this is just going to be a great source. I'm also going to be telling you about the biggest thing. I should have started with this. The biggest thing is that this is going to be one of your main sources for finding out about the product before it's released. So I will be posting on Mondays the new video that shows the product that is to come, and then that upcoming Friday is when that product will be available on the site. So you're gonna have 4 or 5 days to decide whether or not that piece is for you. You'll have time to look at my social media posts and time to look at the YouTube channel to see all those details, to ask questions so that I can answer them for you, and so that you can make a decision by that Friday about whether or not this piece is what you want. And so again, this source is going to be great. I will add, these pieces are one of a kind, so I will not be making duplicates unless it is noted on the product, and there's only a handful of pieces that that will be a reoccurring item. But these are going to be one of a kind pieces. They're all made by hand with love from me. And so yeah, you're getting great pieces that no one else is going to have anywhere else. And I know a lot of people say that, oh, it's unique, but these designs, I'm telling you, some of my designs, I promise you've never seen them. I've never seen them anywhere. So I'm certain that you've never seen them either. So let's just get started, and let me know what you think. Like, share, comment. I would love to have you go on this journey with me. So let's go. Let's get started. All right, guys, so this is the Transformable Art table, which is one of my favorites. It's wall art that actually transforms into an accent table. And so right now I'm showing it to you as a wall art, but I will show you later in a second what it looks like as a table. So as wall art, it is about 21 inches tall by 49 inches wide. It is a resin pour on wood panels that are stained in mahogany on the back side. And then on the front, again, it is that resin pour, so it has like a glass-like finish to it. It's very reflective when light hits it from different angles. Along the front is mirrored crushed glass, and so that adds another layer of sparkle along with the glitter that's also throughout each of the panels. There's a really nice combination of neutral tones. So you have like blush, you have a rosy color, browns, gold, silvers, and it's a lot of colors, but at the same time it still feels very much neutral, very soft, very delicate. Each panel is hung on D-rings, which I strongly suggest you use each of those hooks, those D-ring hooks, so that you can get full support. Because of the size of this piece, it's perfect to go over a mantle or to go in your foyer, but I mean really anywhere. Depending on what tones you pull out of it, you can kind of embrace the rose and blush colors of it, or you can kind of embrace the grays and the whites and the neutral tones more. I definitely recommend getting someone to help you with it when you are transforming it from the art to the table or vice versa, just to minimize the stress on the hinges as much as possible. So it is secure. Each hinge has been glued and screwed in place, and there's about, I think about 8 screws or something, 6 or 8 on each side of the hinge. So it's very secure, but again, you just want to take care of your piece. You want it to last as long as possible. So I highly, highly recommend having someone assist you with it when you're transforming it from one use to the other. Okay, so we are now looking at this piece in table form. So we've taken it off the wall. We've decided, you know what? I want to change up the look in this room, or I want to put this other piece of art that I found up, but I love the colors in there, and so I want to keep this in the room. So let's take it off the wall, turn it into a table. So with it in table form, you do have a top that does come off, totally off. It does have a nice, beautiful resin coat on it as well. It features glitter, some different shades of gold and like bronzy colors. It's really, really pretty. I'm going to show you now. There is a latch system that I've created that holds it together in that shape. Gently lean this back. I'm holding this top part in place, and then I'm going to unlatch the system, and this will come with felt glides. I just lift it up, but you can see that. Let's see. But yeah, so you can see how that door opens. It does not go any wider than this, but it opens up. You don't want to swing this door or this panel like a door. It is not made to be open and closed. That's why if you saw, I had to lean it back to unlatch it. So it's not used to be as a door. If you want to use it as storage, you reach over the top. I'm just showing you this is how it works as far as converting it to and from a table. So, but yeah, plenty of storage. You can store all types of neat little things in there. Then I will say this shelf, of course, is removable, which is how you're able to use it as wall art. It's finished on both sides, nice pretty mahogany. And so you will see that there are supports that are along the top and the bottom, that the bottom ones act as a basically a shelf for the shelf to sit on, supports for the shelves to sit on, and then the top is basically just to give you an equal depth so that when it is against the wall, you don't have the bottom part extending out and the top part laying flush. So that is intentional. It also includes a small little screw that goes along with the loop system to lock it. When you don't want to use, when you're using as wall art, if you don't want that little loop to dangle, there's another screw that you can extend it and just loop it under, and so it takes it out of sight. So again, this piece is not going to sit perfectly flush against the wall because there is a very shallow support there that is for that purpose, to have your latch system and also to hold yourself. So that's it. I love this piece, y'all. This is the piece. And so then if you want to, let's say we just took it off the wall, we have it like this, we're folding it, you want to add the shelf, Before you close it up, slides in very easily. If you don't have help, lean it back slightly, like so. We will latch the top together. Sorry. Latch the top, lean it back, and latch the bottom. Ta-da! All right, so next we have the daily inspiration piece. And this piece is one of my favorites for many reasons. But the number one reason is because it actually has inspirational words and phrases on the inside of each of the panels. These panels flip. Jumping into the details, this has a wood frame. I am going to include the dimensions on this. I haven't already measured this one, but it has a all wood frame with trim, with back panel, and each of the hinged panels are also wood. They feature a little bit of like the little rhinestone things that you see everywhere along each of the panels, and then also along the shelves. These are very narrow shelves that you can add thin figurines to a book, if you have picture frames or anything like that that you want to display. These shelves are very secure. They actually have a long screw that's drilled from the back and comes through the shelf, so it is very secure. But I wouldn't suggest putting anything heavy on there. Don't test the screws. But there are screws in there. It's not just glued together. It's glued and screwed together. Each of these opens up, like I was saying, to reveal a inspirational phrase. So, for example, this one is blessed, and your phrase that coincides with it is your blessings always outnumber your troubles. And that's something that I feel like is very important for us to always remember. You know, don't get down about your troubles. Just try to focus on those blessings, because when you really look at the overall picture, you're going to have way more blessings than what you have troubles. And there is a mosquito in here. Sorry. So, there are several different phrases which I have broken down for you on the product page. You can read each of them so you can see. But just to kind of show you what it looks like when it's open. Each one flips open, so great messages. And just depending on how you feel for the day, you can turn to whichever message it is you're wanting to hear or wanting to be reminded of. And these, it's all handwritten, so I did not use a stencil, so very personal. Like I said, it just feels very close to my heart. So no matter how many times I do this, no matter how many different colors I do this in, this piece will always hold a special place in my heart, because I do know where I was at emotionally when I started this, and to see the growth, just yes, I'm proud of me. There's nothing wrong with being proud of you. I'm proud of me. And this piece is always a reminder of what I've come through. But it also, on the ends, there's like a small little foam piece here. And that's just so that when this is closed, when that last one is closed, so you can lift it up. Because I found that without having it there, it was kind of hard to lift this one into place. So that's all that's there for, and the same on the other side. So, yes. Love this piece. Love, love, love this piece. Very girly, very feminine. Great for that kind of glitzy glam look that everybody's doing right now. And then it also still feels not over the top glitzy, because it does have a little bit of that natural and rustic element, which I also like. So, yes. So we'll get on to the next item. Okay guys, so this is another one of the Transformable Art tables. And so I didn't want to run through all the same details that I just discussed with the previous one. The overall design is the same. This one, however, does feature gold hinges, and it has hand painted um, edges all around the top and the sides. The colors in this one are a lot different than the other one. These are richer, more contrasting colors, and I wanted this one to feel a little bit more like electric. And so I did get a lot busier with the gold and white and silver lines in it. So it does feel busier, which I wanted to complement the more vibrant colors of this piece. So this one features like a more teal color. There's also a really nice mustard light yellow, as well as a wine color. So it's a lot of very nice jewel type tones that are also intertwined with black and white and browns. So very much a vibrant piece, very busy, but also very elegant also. There's still that glitter, a lot of sparkle to it, which makes it really nice to look at. The hook system on the inside, like I said, is the same as the other. So just rewind the video. If you skipped it, rewind back to the I'll put the time below for each of the pieces that I'm showing. So rewind back to the first item, and you can get those details, because I don't want to waste too much of your time going over the exact same details. This one, this is the top for this one. So you can kind of see my lights in there, but it features the resin on the top as well. It has gold glitter that is a little bit iridescent. Let's see if we can zoom in so you can really. Okay, the ring is not letting us be great, but it has a scaly-like look to it, which I didn't plan, but when it did that, I fell in love with it, and so I didn't try to change it or anything. I just left it alone. But it has like a scaly-like look to it on the top, and then a streak of really nice sparkly galaxy feeling glitter striking across from one corner to the other. And then there's like a nice gold rim that almost like an antique type shade of gold. So it's not like a really bright, rich gold. It kind of has like an antique, little bit of a more dull looking gold to it. But yeah, so this is the art table, transformable art table as well. So check it out. So this is one of the Lazy Susan art pieces. There are going to be several of these online, and of course several more to come that are different colors. If you are familiar with Lazy Susans, it is on a basically like a little flat disc, and it allows it to spin like so. So it's great for serving if you have fruit or chips and dip or whatever, and you want to be able to spin it around for your guests. It's great for that. It's what it's made for. But yeah, so the front features really nice orange and brown, white tones. And it also has a little bit of a almost like a tealy type color, I guess is maybe what we could call it. But and then there's gold lines, white lines all across it. This is a resin pour, so it does have that really nice reflective quality. And this is another one that has a multifunctional purpose. So as I mentioned, it is on a disc. If you look, that disc does include a small hole, which is perfect for if you have a screw or a nail in the wall. You just hook it on there. I can't do it on these because they're more so hooks, and because these are hooks, it's not gonna hang, but you do want to have a screw or a nail that you just place it on, and it's gonna lay flat, and you can turn it however you want. So if you don't love the design this way, you can turn it just slightly. Sometimes, if you're someone who loves decorating, you know that sometimes just slightly changing the angle of something or the direction of something can make a huge difference in how it feels in the room. So I get it, I know, and that's why this piece is so great to have, because you can change the angles. This is one that I think is great for if you have a small little nook in the hallway and you just need to fill a space. in the bathroom, maybe over your toilet, just a small area. This is not a huge piece, but it's also not small. But I think it might be 24 or maybe 18. I'm not sure. It'll be in the description. This is one of several that will be available this Friday. All right, so here I have another one of the Lazy Susan art pieces. I'm sorry my ring is picking up in there, but this is a resin art as well, which is why it's so reflective. It is stained, a nice walnut finish on the back, just like the other. And it includes that same hole that I was telling you about that you're gonna wanna use when hanging. You're gonna want to extend the screw out, leave it out about 1.5 inches or so, and this is gonna hook right onto it and it will lay flat. And just as before, you can change the angles of it however you want to once it is on the wall. This one features different shades of blue. So there is like a deeper blue, but then there's also a lighter, almost like a sky blue. And then you have, again, like a bronzy type color that is on a higher layer than the lighter blue. This one feels very much earthy to me. It feels very much like the natural colors of earth. It includes a little bit of sparkle down here, gold and silver sparkle, and that is poured on top of a gray background so you can see the depth in this area. And then on this side, we have a little bit of glitter down here that also has a little bit of an iridescent. So depending on the angle, it kind of picks up slight little hints of green and purple and blue. So, all right, guys. So that's the first 5 items. What did you think? Let me know what you think. If you like the items, if you don't like the items. If you don't like them, that's fine. Please tell me that as well. It would be great if you can tell me why you don't like it so that I can keep that in mind as I move forward with more projects. But yeah, I'm really excited and I hope you liked what you saw. Again, there is a part 2 that's gonna show the rest of the items that will be available at the lunch. So yes, stay tuned and click the video here or here. Click the video here so you can check out the part 2. Thank you. Bye.